Ibn Battuta, Episode 3, Return and Eternal Legacy. 1349 CE marked a turning point in the life of Ibn Battuta. After years upon years of wandering, as he prepared to leave the lands of China, his heart felt an unusual restlessness. Even after reaching the farthest edges of the East, the thirst of his soul remained unquenched. Yet now, the time had come to return home. One question kept circling in his mind. Was all this a dream, or was it reality? The return to Tangier. After a long and arduous journey, Ibn Battuta once again made his way to Mecca, performing the Hajj a second time. From there, he turned westward, towards North Africa. When, at last, he entered the streets of Tangier, years after his departure, he found the city familiar, yet everything felt different. His mother had passed away, and his father had long been gone. That moment weighed heavily upon his heart. He had traveled the world for years, seen wonders beyond imagination. But the joy of returning was clouded by the absence of those with whom he longed to share it. Even during his stay in Tangier, his feet did not remain still. A new determination stirred within him.
Truly is a beacon of knowledge.
He yearned
and beauty.
to see Andalusia, the land where Muslim civilization had reached its glorious heights.
The ocean, and the stars guided
The spirit
us
of Andalusia. Crossing the sea, Ibn Battuta entered Andalusia, modern-day Spain. He wandered through the streets of Granada and Cordoba. The towering mosques, magnificent palaces, and thriving centers of learning
is a
left him
noble
in
endeavor, a light
He
that guides
marveled
us
at how
through the
Muslims had
darkness.
spread the light of knowledge, art, and trade from one corner of the world to another. In Andalusia, he met scholars and thinkers, sharing with them his own experiences. People were astonished. How could one man have journeyed through so many lands, witnessed so many wonders with his own eyes? The Kingdom of Mali. After Andalusia, Ibn Battuta embarked upon yet another great adventure. This time, his destination was West Africa, where the Kingdom of Mali was at the height of its power. He crossed the endless sands of the Sahara, traveling with long caravans
In this
of camels.
land, the simplicity of
After days upon days in that ocean of sand, he finally reached the capital of Mali. The royal court, the abundance of gold, and the simplicity of its people all struck him with wonder. He observed that while wealth was immense, faith and morality were equally strong. The king of Mali was deeply impressed by Ibn Battuta's knowledge and wisdom. After spending some time there, he once again turned his steps homeward, returned to Tangier, and the writing of a legacy. At last, in 1354 CE, Ibn Battuta returned to his homeland of Tangier. But now he was no longer the young man who had left years before. He returned as the greatest traveler the world had ever seen. The Sultan of Morocco, Abu Inan, summoned him, commanding him to record his journeys. Ibn Battuta worked alongside the scholar Ibn Juzai, recounting day and night the stories of his travels. Thus was born the greatest travelogue of all time, Rihlat Ibn Battuta, the Travels of Ibn Battuta. This book was not merely a record of lands and distances. It was a living portrait of civilizations, languages, cities, kings, and ordinary people. Within its pages lived the bustling bazaars of Cairo, the majestic court of Delhi, the busy harbors of China, and the silent sands of Mali. Final days and eternal legacy. Ibn Battuta spent the remainder of his life in Tangier. He would still stroll through the streets of the city, sometimes narrating his stories to students, sometimes gazing at old maps and losing himself in memories. In 1369 CE, he departed from this world. But his name became eternal. He had seen with his own eyes the world that few could even imagine. He had crossed mountains, braved seas, and discovered cities unknown. Even today, when we read the Travels of Ibn Battuta, it feels as though we are walking alongside him, seeing the world through his eyes. His story reminds us that curiosity and the thirst for knowledge can carry human beings to unimaginable horizons.